All right, what is up, everybody? Keith Jameson, Go Big Galaxy 31 across the DFS industry. We're back for Champions League. Just quick little PSA announcement about video and pod coverage for soccer this season. EPL Saturdays, I'll have you every single one. If we have EPL in the midweek, I'll do my best to at least get the leading day slate. The following one, I'll do my best with my schedule, but always at least one in the middle of the week. And then Sundays, I don't cover that slate on video. Normally it's only 2-gamer. Saturday night is football night. I cover college football for the site too, so it's just too much to cram in. And then Champions League, we'll cover all the Champions League slates on the videos. But if you want all the other soccer, all the interleague, today there's a Serie A, it's all this stuff. Get in chat, get a subscription. We cover a ton. It's worth your money. It's a great community, so enjoy. All right, let's jump into it. 6 games. Some teams if you're newer to soccer, you're not going to know. The plan for this video, and really for the first legs of the Champions League, to introduce you to the players, introduce you to the roles, tell you kind of who the star players are, who could be maybe some contrarian options. Because the cool thing about Champions League is there's not going to be a chalk build. There's a lot of directions you can go. And the results more often than not are going to dictate what the right decision was. So there's just so many different directions, which is what makes it awesome. But again, there's some great value. It's going to allow you to do stars. I really think this is a star stud slate. So let's get right into it. First screen, I'm just going to do just to give an overview of the slate and the odds, in case I forget to mention the odds as we go. So biggest favorite on the slate is Benfica, minus 455 home for Maccabi. Benfica's actually had to play through. So the only concern with Benfica at all is they just played a ton of games, but they're just going to keep rolling through. They don't have a really deep squad, but a very, very talented first unit. Next biggest favorite on the slate is Leipzig, minus 455, hosting Shakhtar. Next biggest slate after them, I think, is PSG. I'm just trying to look. PSG minus 303, home to Juventus. You got City away to Sevilla, minus 278. We've got Madrid away to Celtic, minus 167. And finally, the snoozer game, but it has a lot of value, is Salzburg hosting Milan. Milan slight plus 105 here. So let's start from the first game and move our way down. For Benfica, David Neres, in my opinion, is the best forward on the slate. That's crazy to say on a slate with Benzema, on a slate with Haaland, with Mbappe, Messi, Neymar. And Neres, in my opinion, might be the best of all of them. He's splitting sets. He is super, super attacking. Last game in the league, he had 13 crosses, a goal. He's been great in the lead up. And a game versus Maccabi is not something that all of a sudden is going to be a scary thing. Yeah, I love Neres. João Mario has been absolutely sensational this season as well. They should be splitting sets. Grimaldo jumps on a random set as well. He is a very, very attacking fullback. I think he's one of the 2 top fullbacks on the slate. Grimaldo, the only reason he's not the top is because his role just changes. Some games he'll have sets, then he doesn't. I don't know if there's always rhyme or reason to it. At least I can't figure that out. But again, just know that those 3 are your best floor plays. Gonçalo Ramos and Rafa Silva, both very, very talented attackers, but are going to be more goal assist dependent. Finally, for GPP, I don't think he's any sort of cash. It's really funny that they have Felipe Moroto in here. He's out for 4 weeks. So he's not going to be in, but we shouldn't be trying to find center backs right now. But Enzo Fernandez is an absolute wonder kid from River Plate. Just really funny. Those of us in the Sorare community know who Enzo Fernandez is very, very well. He went only for 15 million to Benfica, which seemed really low for how much he dominated in Argentina. And now he's already being linked for 50, 60 million to Liverpool and other big teams. So it's just funny. But Enzo, just super, super talented. Would not be surprised if he shows up the goal or assist here, but it's really hard to play him in cash. He's 7K. Just to do a quick pause here. Okay, moving over to Maccabi. Here's a admission of guilt. I realized I forgot to double check who Maccabi's set taker was. It looks like it's Cherry. On a slate with 6 games, being the plus 1,000 away dog, I don't imagine you could play him, but I assume that's the only play. But I'm pretty much just crossing Maccabi off. If you want to simplify things from optimal builds, which is what we talk about on this pod in this show, if you see that big of a dog on a big enough slate, just cross it off. All right, Leipzig hosting Shakhtar. Leipzig lost Danny Olmo. It's going to be out about 2 months. One of his better players. David Raum and Salzburg should split sets. If the Shaz, I can't say that. I just call him Naldo, but Salzburg is not in. Raum would have a monopoly. Raum, in my opinion, is slightly ahead of Grimaldo for the best defender in the site. David Raum is like one of these dudes that all he does is cross the ball, which is awesome for DFS, and takes corners. At least has a split share. Huge favorite at home. Leipzig doesn't have like big floors. Like Nkunku is a great option, but he's kind of goal or bust. Timo Werner, same thing. They probably should score here at home versus Shakhtar, but it's not guaranteed. So if we're going to shoot for floors, it's Rom, it's Sozablai. Both are really good, sub 7K. Those would be my favorite plays. And then I went over the GPP options. Over here, it should be Mudryk. Mudryk was linked to like Everton just before the deadline. He's a good little young player from the Ukraine. That's it from Shakhtar, though. Nobody else that you need to go with. Let's real quickly move to, sorry, my screen is not wanting me to do this. All right, third game, PSG hosting Juventus. I think that you're definitely going to be taking a spot on a PSG forward here. If you took 2, I think there's a really, really good chance that a lot of the community is going to take 2 and pass up Neres. I get it. I don't know. I just think Neres in a vacuum. Oh God, even as I'm saying out loud, it sounds so stupid. I was just about to say Neres in a vacuum might be better than Messi. It actually sounds stupid, or Neymar. I don't know. It's really close. Like Neymar, Messi, in my opinion, than Neres are the top 3 forwards. I'm sorry, Kylian. You're a little bit more goal dependent than I want you to be, just with Neymar, Messi, and Neres all where they're at a price. And then like probably after them a long way behind. Not a long way. God, this slate's too loaded. Like Haaland and Nkunku. It's just so loaded. But I think Neymar is a lock and load. Neymar has just been absolutely insane. Like you can't control him. And he got the day off this weekend. I think that's like a huge deal. Mbappe and Messi played. Neymar didn't start. I don't know if he even came off the bench, but not starting was a big deal for me for them to conserve. He's taking their PKs too. Like that gives them a slight edge, taking some sets. Just he's been crazy. He's probably been the best player in the world. So to me, you lock in Neymar. And then I guess from there it's Messi or Neres or Haaland or Nkunku or Mbappe. Like it's crazy slate. But I think the Neymar and then like Neres or Messi should be where you go. So Messi's been awesome too because he's freaking Messi. Like duh. Mbappe's been awesome as well because, well, he's awesome. He's Mbappe and he has Neymar and Messi distributing. So PSG is ridiculous. The Juventus is like very, very, very overmatched here. So I don't. Now, that being said, like you could go contrarian, right, and maybe pick a Juventus piece or something, but it's really hard to. Like PSG's been that good. Nuno Mendes and Hakimi both really good attacking wingbacks. Neither one of them cross that much because Mbappe, Neymar, and Messi, none of them want to do headers, so they're not crossing the ball a ton. So they're really become assist dependent, which makes them like not that much fun. Your midfield: Sanchez, Verratti. I think Vitinha's out. They have one more. Oh, I mean, they have a lot. They have Soler came in, Fabian Ruiz. Who knows who's in the midfielders? But I don't know if you really play them because they just have a lot of defensive and ball control responsibilities. All the attacking and stuff is from the big 3. On the Juventus side, I kind of already alluded to it. I don't think any of them are optimal plays. Kostic, Di Maria, Quadrado all can take corners. Should be like Kostic, and if Di Maria's fit, then maybe him, Quadrado probably behind them. But again, I don't really think any of them are optimal plays. Sevilla hosting City. Sevilla's a good team. I think it's going to be a tough environment for City. So right now I don't have fit City pieces because like we know this from EPL, like City roulette's not all that much fun now. City roulette's a lot less with Haaland there. So I mean, I think the obvious 2 top options are KDB and Haaland. We've seen KDB take sets. He's been splitting with Foden. Foden took over Mahrez when it ends based off this predicted lineup. But I mean, I think if there's anybody I'm playing against KDB, I don't really see him in my build. Sevilla's a tough team. I really hope that they go in with a crazy atmosphere and kind of give City some problems because again, I think I'm fading them. But that's how I attack City. Just because I am not forcing City in my lineups does that mean I'm running to Sevilla. They probably won't have that much of the ball. They're already not fantasy friendly anyways, but Acuna's been taking sets. Rakitic can take some sets. Papu can take some sets. That's funny. They have them both as number 10s. They're not. I don't know which one. Lamela could take some sets. Like their sets are a mess. Navas revenge game if you want to. I wouldn't touch it, but I don't think that you need Sevilla. But you could play like Bono if you're not playing any City exposure. All right, Celtic at Real Madrid. We're gonna go to one of my favorite value plays here. First off, let's start. Tony Cruz is the biggest misprice on the Slate 5,100. He got the weekend off. He's taking Monopoly set pieces went in. I think he's the easiest play on the entire slate. I started out saying Neris was, and I immediately retracted from that. But Tony Cruz 5,100 is stupid. Easy cash play. Should get you 10 to 12 points. If it's an assist or a goal, then you Yahtzee from there. Benzema, Rodrigo. Probably not going to be Rodrigo. God, who's playing right? It's been Valverde up there a lot. They have a lot of options they can take. Junior. I think Madrid will go really, really low on, by the way. So if you think actually Madrid goes into Celtic Park and takes care of business, Madrid could be a great GPP team because Benzema and Junior's ownership is going to be so far down. So just know that Benzema could be like the GPP play. But Celtic Park's a crazy place to go. That atmosphere will be ruckus. I don't really want a part of it other than Cruz. So that's just me. For Celtic, Jota is one of the best young players in the world. He's 5,500, which is probably a little bit expensive, but he's been splitting sets with Matt O'Reilly. Matt O'Reilly is only 3,500. Matt O'Reilly's just been an absolute killer for them since coming to Celtic last January. It's been absolutely sensational. Turnbull likely doesn't start. That's most likely Rio Hatate. And then Abada's been great too. Another Celtic is like a stomping ground for like some of these young talents, and then they go somewhere else. So Celtic could really put up a game here. But Matt O'Reilly 3,500, I really like that play a ton for value. Makes it work. So he and Cruz are both really, really top options for me. Finally, Red Bull Salzburg hosting, and I'm blanking on who they're hosting, Milan. There's another good value game. Let's start on Salzburg. Salzburg again. I talk about Celtic being a hotspot for young talent. Salzburg is like where all this top talent starts and then goes. So Sesko is linked to United. He's a little bit goal dependent, but God, why is he not predicted in? I'm already blanking on the name. I'm so sorry. This is like crap content. Pausing for my kid to do stuff. So it's Luka Susic. Luka Susic could be this number 10. Luka Susic and Seawald would split sets. Ulmer taking some sets too. I was really hoping Andres Ulmer, who's like 38. It's like so old. But I was like, as I'm sitting here, it's 35-year-old, calling 38-year-old so old. Go figure. But Ulmer, I was like hoping would be like 3,000, make things easier, but he's 4,100. I don't think that's a lock by any means, but it's fine. But Seawald is sub 4K. Susic. I think it's like 4,100. So those are like set piece takers at home. Milan is not ball dominant. So I think those are really good options from their side. Fernando is super young, talented player from oh my God, I'm blanking. They were just on the slate. Shakhtar. There you go. Sesko linked to United. So, another really good GPP team could be Salzburg, especially with Milan off the emotional victory versus Inter on the weekend. Could be a really good spot. Speaking of Milan, like they suck for DFS. They really do. Benacer actually took the sets over Tonali. We've seen Calabria take, Tonali take, Theo take. On top of all that, they're not like huge crossers or anything. So I actually think Milan's kind of a cross-off. You can do Magic Mike and goal, random Giroud goal or random Leao goal or something like that. But I think Milan, in a lot of ways, from like optimal, is just not all that option. But there's your place. All right, there's the game. I don't know how this time did. Hope not too long. Like I told you, one of my biggest things on this content is making sure that it's efficient, getting you a ton of information, short amount of time, so you can enjoy and hope you have a great day. Prelim core, as I try to do, I think there's a really good shot that it changes a lot. But let's just go Neymar. Let's go Tony Cruz, and let's go David Raum as our first 3 in. All right, that'll do it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hit like, subscribe, it really helps. If you want even more content, make sure you jump in the chat. I think there's a VIP package that gets you all of our sports for as low as $6, or I think I don't even know the price right now. I think soccer's like 15 for the whole week. So join in. It's great value. Promise you will enjoy it. Nothing else you'll learn a ton about DFS soccer. All right, with that I'll say, see you.